Dan the Natural Man Show. Hello, everyone. It is a wonderful, beautiful Tuesday where I'm at. I hope it's good. We are. Monday's over again. Thank God, right? Monday's over. So today I want to talk about ways to lower high cholesterol. High cholesterol, which we don't want. High cholesterol can cause the arteries to clog, things that you don't want, okay? So, of course, we start with the foundation. The foundation of a healthy lifestyle is the food that we choose to eat on a daily basis. And I try to loosen up a little bit as a coach. I used to be way stricter. I'm still pretty strict, but I can say the food that you eat 90 to 95% of the time is going to dictate what your overall health is going to be. So the quickest way and one of the most, I want to say, powerful ways, or the way to lower your cholesterol as much as possible, is going to be a whole foods plant-based diet. There's a lot of science behind this. There's a lot of clinical work behind this. The doctors that have done it, books you can read. Of course, I've helped people lower their cholesterol with my coaching. It's simple, okay? The body doesn't have to have dietary cholesterol. The body produces its own cholesterol. So if you go on a cholesterol-free diet and also watch your saturated fat, because both of these dietary issues can make your cholesterol go up. So saturated fat and cholesterol. And what we find, most foods that have saturated fat and cholesterol are going to be animal foods. There are a few exceptions on saturated fat. Plant-based foods with saturated fat, you're going to be looking at coconut oil, palm oil. Let me think of some other foods. Coconut. Some nuts have a little bit of saturated fat, but really you want to watch out for processed oils. I always recommend no oils or little oil, because that, if you're eating a plant-based diet, you want to get rid of those, because those can keep your cholesterol up even if you're eating a plant-based diet. Now, everybody's individual, is a genetic thing, but you want to watch your oil intake. You want to get rid of it if all possible, or greatly limit the amount of oil you're eating. As far as cholesterol goes, it's found in animal foods like red meat, chicken, fish, dairy, those foods. So you want to get rid of those foods or drastically reduce them, okay, to get your cholesterol down, because I know a lot of people are on statin drugs and they hate it because it makes them feel like crap. It makes them feel tired. It can give you muscle aches. I even saw a study once saying that certain statin drugs can increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. So, first thing is your diet. Whole foods, plant-based diet. If you want to know more about that, well, you can punch it in. But the ones that have the most power to lower your cholesterol are going to be the Esselstyn style diet. So Dr. Esselstyn, Dr. McDougall, Dr. Fuhrman, Neil Bernard, Dr. Dean Ornish, those types of diets. The one that I was taught in school is very similar to mucus diet. Although I don't teach a whole foods plant-based diet, because the mucus diet is kind of tough for a lot of people to stick to. So that's the first thing you're going to do. You have to start with your diet. You want to greatly lower your saturated fat and your cholesterol intake. Number 2, water. I know you want to think exercise. Water, exercise, they're both very important, but water, if you don't drink enough water every day, if you're chronically dehydrated, even mildly dehydrated, your cholesterol will go up, okay? This will make your cholesterol go up. It'll make your blood pressure go up. So you want to make sure every day you're drinking enough water. And yes, it has to be pure water. That's the best hydration we can get, is pure water. Make sure you get clean water. You know, you can get it. You can get carbon filtered at home, but I recommend distilled water. I have a distiller that I paid $200 for around 8 or 9 years ago. and it makes like at least 1 gallon a day, and it still go. I haven't had any problems with it. It's a Mega Home brand, Mega Home. Highly recommend it. Now number 3, exercise. Of course, the best health results and physical results is a mixture of some type of strength training and some type of cardiovascular work. Cardiovascular work I like. Cycling is really good. Elliptical is really good. Walking is really good. Jogging, running, swimming, stair stepper, playing basketball, playing tennis, anything that keeps your heart rate up for at least 30 minutes to 60 minutes is considered cardiovascular work. You want to do this 3 to 6 times a week. Strength training, you want to work your muscles at least twice a week. You want to make sure you work every muscle group: arms, back, chest, shoulders, legs, hamstrings, glutes, calves, lower back, abs. If you've never done that before, I recommend getting somebody to show you how. Okay, so that's number 3. So, whole food plant-based diet, 90 to 95% of the time. If you're really serious, stay at 100% of the time for a few months. Water and exercise. Okay, number 4, stress relief. Chronic stress can also raise your cholesterol and your blood pressure. You want to find ways to deal with your stress. I always teach deep breathing. It works because it works. I like to teach things that work. I like things that work. Meditation is good. Certain herbs, valerian, lemon balm, lavender. I'm trying to think of the ones I use in my formula. I make a formula for relaxation. Oh God, I can't think of the names right now. Anyway, Dr. Christopher makes one called Relaxese. It helps. Dr. Schultz makes one called the Nerve Formula. It helps. But I can also give you a formula you can make your own. Okay, because that's the most cost effective, and you can make more and have more on hand. When I was having really bad anxiety a few years ago, I was taking a lot of that formula, and it does help. So number 4, number 5, sleep. You got to sleep. You could be doing everything right, but if your sleep is off, you won't get the best benefits, the best results. You want to sleep 7 to 9 hours every night. Okay. Last, I want to talk about 2 herbs. There's a lot of herbs that help, but I want to talk about 2 herbs that can help. Raw garlic. If you're trying to lower cholesterol, I would eat 3 to 6 cloves of raw garlic every single day. There are also, and I've never tried it, but I've also heard there's certain good brands of garlic in a capsule. Kyolic garlic works for some people. I think they have a formula for lowering cholesterol, Kyolic garlic. But get as much raw garlic as you can into your diet. You can chop it up on your food, use it in recipes. I'm also not against cooked garlic. Cooked garlic does taste better, but it would probably take more cloves to help. But garlic, get your garlic in, however you gotta do it. If you gotta take capsules, whatever. Even the garlic you get at the grocery store in the shaker, garlic powder, that'll help. Another one, onions. Onions will help. I saw an article one time, if you eat 1 onion a day, it can lower your cholesterol by 30 points, something like that. So onions and garlic, I said 2, let's go with 3. Onions and garlic. And number 3 is Indian gooseberry or amla. Finding a good source of it, probably organic amla. There's also, I think organic amla you can get on Amazon. It's pretty cheap. There's also something on the market, I think it's called Amla Green. It's kind of pricey, but a lot of people get really good results with that. So there you have it, guys. There's some tips to lower your high cholesterol. Well, we could say weight loss, but obviously if you do these things, you're going to lose weight. That's the one benefit of the whole food plant-based diet, is a diet that is lower in calories. But we can talk about weight loss on another video because that's an important topic too. But when you lose weight, your cholesterol will automatically start to come down as well. So if you like the video, please like and share it. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out my page, DanTheNaturalMan.com. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.